So, dear students, I welcome you once again to this class on business law. In this video, we'll be trying to understand what is the capacity of the parties to a contract. We know the 10 elements or the essential elements of a valid contract, and capacity of the parties is very important element of the of a valid contract. So let's understand the capacity of parties according to Section 11 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. So according to this act, every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority according to law, who is of sound mind, and who is not disqualified from contracting by any law. So here we need to understand three things here: age of majority, of sound mind, and not disqualified. So every person needs to be capable or competent to enter into contract if he is of the age of majority, he is of sound mind, and he is not disqualified from contracting. So we'll try to understand even more better in the coming slides. According to the act, we understood that there are three incapable persons here. Number one, minors. Number two, persons of unsound mind. And number three, disqualified persons. So the act says that a minor cannot enter into a contract, which is enforceable by law. So who is a minor? According to Indian Majority Act 1875, a minor is one who has not completed his or her 18th year of age. Once he or she completes their 18th year of age, they become a major. So according to law, it says that a minor cannot enter into a contract, and in these two exceptions, a minor can be allowed into a contract. So the exceptions are when a guardian of a minor or his property is appointed by the court of law, and also when a minor's property is taken over by the court of wards for management of the property. So when a guardian is being appointed for a minor by the court of law, the guardian can or may be able to enter into a contract with enter into a contract enforceable by law. So what are the opportunities for a minor? So a minor can be a promisee in a contract. So he may not be a promisor, but may be a promisee in some cases. A minor can always plead his minority. So if in case an adult gets into a contract with a minor and gets into trouble, wherein the performance of the minor is pending, so he even if he may approach the court, the minor can always plead minority, that he is he has not completed his 18th year of age. And the third one is a minor can be an agent. So a minor can perform an act on behalf of another person, or he may be a principal. So on behalf of another person, a minor can do certain things and can be enforceable by law. Fourth one, a minor cannot be a partner. So in a partnership act, according to Partnership Act, a minor cannot be a partner with any other person. A minor cannot be a member of a company. So a member or a board member of a company. Minor cannot be a board member of a company. Minor's parents are not liable for the loss created by the minor. Okay, even if a loss or even if creditor doesn't get the performance right from the minor, minor's parents cannot be or may not be subject to liability. Next one, a minor can't be adjudged as insolvent. So we must understand that insolvency is something to do with debts. Okay, a person who cannot redeem his debts would be adjudged as an insolvent. So in this case, a minor cannot be adjudged as an insolvent. And finally, a minor can be a shareholder in a company. So a minor cannot be a member or a board member of a company, but a minor can be a shareholder of a company. So second thing, according to the Indian Contract Act 1872, is that persons of unsound mind may not be able to enter into a contract which is enforceable by law. So who is person of sound mind? We can say, according to the test of soundness of a mind, is the capacity to understand the contract and the competency to form a rational judgment to enter into that contract. So only persons who have the capacity to understand the particular contract and the competency to form a rational judgment to enter into a contract may be able to enter into a enforceable contract. But persons of unsound mind, who are idiotic persons, the scenario is called idiocy, and lunatic persons, lunacy, and drunkards, who are drunken persons, may not be able to enter into a contract. So idiotic persons or idiocy has something to do with brain damage or permanent mental illness. So anyone may not or should not enter into a contract with an idiotic person, which should not be enforceable by law. And a second one is lunatic persons or lunacy. So this again has to do something with brain damage or mental illness. But idiocy can be lunacy can be cured, and idiocy may not be able to be cured. So it is a permanent illness. So lunatic people may act differently in different situations. At times they might be normal, and sometimes they might be lunatic. So anyone may not, should not enter into a contract when with lunatic persons when they are normal. Okay, it might not be enforceable by law. And the third one is drunkards. So anyone should not, or any persons should not enter into a contract with drunkards, because drunkards also act differently in different situations. So these three situations, when idiocy, lunacy, and drunken persons, people should not enter into contract with these three kind of people. And the final set of people whom the Indian Contract Act says that they should not enter into a contract enforceable by law, are disqualified persons. Okay, so who are all the disqualified persons according to law? So I have mentioned here 5 disqualified persons. So alien enemies, convicts, insolvents, foreign sovereigns, and statutory corporations. You can relate those 5 items to the 5 pictures here. So who are alien enemies? So aliens in this scenario means someone outside our country. Okay, someone not from our country. And again, when we talk about alien enemies, so it is someone from another country which is in war with our country. Okay, so or which is in a situation of cold war with our country. So we can take the example of India and Pakistan, where a sense of cold war is happening, and anytime there might be a war. And so in such a scenario, businessmen from India are not it is not advisable for businessmen from India to get into contracts with businessmen from Pakistan, because the contract may not be enforceable by law. Second one is convicts. Convicts are people who have been convicted by law and who have served in the prisons and jails for a considerable amount of time. So anyone may not or should not enter into a contract with convicts. Third one is insolvents. As I will mention before, insolvents are persons who are unable to redeem their debts, and say that they have nothing at the moment and they are unable to redeem their debts. And so what the government does is the government adjudge or gives that person a certificate of insolvency, so that no creditor may hurt that person. Okay, so that is called insolvency. So insolvents should not enter into contract with any other people. And fourth one is foreign sovereigns. So foreign sovereigns are no countries or sovereign countries. Countries or government of countries should not enter into contract directly with the businessmen of another country. They may contact the agents in another countries, and they may go forth with their contracts or businesses. And fifth one is statutory corporations. So statutory corporations means the companies. So other than MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, they should not be entering into a contract with any other person. So that is against law. So these five set of people should not enter into a contract which is enforceable by law. So we saw three set of people. First one was minors who should not enter into a contract enforceable by law. Second one was persons of unsound mind, and third one is disqualified persons. So students, I hope that you have understood know about the idea of capacity of parties. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you.